and welcome to Griffin, Indiana. So we have slept for a couple of months. We had nothing to really do after we got our lime put on our field. So we're just kind of waiting on our soy harvest. However, our canola production stopped because there was not enough space. That is why I'm down here moving some pallets about. We're probably going to have to move quite a few of these out of the way just to allow more to be produced, because we have gone through about 50,000 of our 136,000 that we put in. We've still got quite a way to go. We do need to make quite a bit of space that we can keep production going. Now, once we get this done, I've not actually been to check on the soybean field. I'm hoping that it will be ready to harvest. It was due to be ready in October. If it's not, what we'll look to do is cultivate the canola field. So we will definitely have something to do this month. I'll get a couple more of these moved, and then we'll go and check on the soybean field. Our soybean field is good to go. So we're going to jump into the harvester and get started. I got quite a few pallets moved. It's now saying that we have space within the storage of the oil plant. We will need to move more because it will back up quite quickly. But I wanted to get the harvest started. Oh, I just noticed the weather. It says rain. When is that going to be? Let's have a quick look. Okay, it's not imminent. It's 1 o'clock. We should easily be able to get this done by then. Okay, let's see what this is like. Now the yield is expected to be pretty good. I didn't reset anything, so we'll need to do this actually. We'll do this and the other one at the same time. We'll just reset them both when we're in that part of the menu. The yield will be decent. It's just soybeans have a very low volume. So they're not a high volume crop, but they are a high selling price crop. So from that one round, we got 10,619 litres. Pretty impressive. When I started seeing it come in, like being visible in the top of the bin, I was like, oh. So that is much more than I was thinking. Because we're almost full, I'm going to go and get the truck so that we can tip on the go, hopefully. Hopefully it doesn't make it to the other side. Made it just in time. And get this tipped on the go. And we can park up. do need to look at our... God, why have I slowed down to a crawl? Oh, my wheels are spinning. Yeah, we do need to look at getting our cultivator. Know which one I want. I'm thinking I'm definitely going for the older model one that I said last time in the last episode. It's a Rothen something. Whatever it is, I'll show you it. And we'll get that hooked up to the John Deere and get started with cultivating our other field. I really need to look at getting a auger wagon because this tractor is spinning like nothing on the grass. And, well, mainly on the field. The grass isn't so bad. Yeah, we are sliding. I'll park up on this hill so we don't have to try and get up the hill next time. Right. Let's leave that going and we'll get into the John Deere and get our cultivator purchased. So this is the cultivator that we've gone for. I'll quickly show you what it is. Is the was it Rostel Mash? Rostel Mash. Rostel. Is that Rostel Mash? I'm probably butchering that. This is here. It's only 11,000. Takes 300 horsepower to pull. But it is kind of like an older designed one. There is a newer version which is on the base game. And this one, which I was contemplating, but it needs a lot more power. That one as well is at the borderline of our power and it's a lot more expensive, so that's why we've gone for that. But I have noticed this. Now, this would be very good for us. It would save us taking our truck into the field, but we're saving for our potatoes. So as much as I would like this, and the fact that we were just speaking about it and it's come up for sale, it's like, had to be shown. Also very nice tractors. I think that is the header that we are using. Anyway, yeah, I had to show you that. It's just weird how it came up as soon as we were speaking about it. I'll get this back to our field and get started with cultivating. Just as I got back with the cultivator, our worker has a full tank. I'm probably going to regret not getting that Demco auger wagon now. I'll be sliding around all over the place. We may build the trailer. I don't think we will. I don't think we'll be far off, to be honest. Look at that, on maybe another full load there. 60, 70,000 maybe? That's my guess for now. I'll probably be totally wrong as usual. So we'll let this tip, we'll just keep the work on this and we'll go back into the John Deere to get the cultivating started. So I probably want to do at least 2 rounds with that because it's quite a big implement, so I imagine the turning is going to be a bit of an issue when we start doing strips with it. Okay, so I'm just getting this unfolded. We're starting in a weird part of the field, just because it's no point in going up to the normal starting point because we just drove here. It's a very simple design. It does look pretty good. And oh, am I glad for the extra horsepower, because that's struggling. Oh, we've got field stones as well. We might have to do that. We'll get that bashed out. It shouldn't take too long to do field stones. I don't think it took very long last time, but I did just get rid of my stone picker. Did say I would regret it, didn't I? Don't look big. I'll check what it is. We might just leave them. So I'll get this field opened up with this, and I'll check back when we're done. 1.5 times round now. Cultivator is doing a very good job. Our tractor is struggling with it in certain areas of the field. But that's expected because we do need to repair this a little bit. And this needs 300 horsepower saying, so they've got it quite right. Once we get down to the bottom corner here, I will just pick a point to set a worker off on it. We'll probably miss some bits down the far end, but I just want to go and see what the combine is up to. Okay, that was almost like perfect timing, because I think this has just stopped. Because it was coming down the way when we drove past it. I didn't see anything saying it was full, maybe I was just silly and missed it. So this load should fill this front bin. I'm still going with my 60, I think. We'll see how wrong I am. If you're enjoying the video, please give it a like and also subscribe if you want. It helps us out massively. We get to see other content like this. We also do a live stream every weekend, currently on Silver Run. And we do the canola mat build. So yeah, if you want to see more of that, hit the subscribe button. Okay, first bin full and a little bit extra. That is doing very well. Just came over here to see the field stones. They look tiny, which is good. That means I don't have to go around or get a stone picker. Oh, they're just yellow. That's like small stones. We'll accept that. I'm not getting a rock picker just for that. We can leave it this one and then we'll get it next time. So we just tipped the harvester there. We're now at 51,500 litres of soybeans, which is pretty good. Got a little bit, maybe what, 3 or 4 rows to go, and that'll be done. So I'm going to get hooked up with Kubota to the lime spreader so we can get this limed while our worker is doing the cultivating over there. And he's doing a pretty good job actually. He's getting through it fairly well. We'll go over to the Kubota. This field's not going to take a lot because we've done this a lot after the last harvest, so shouldn't need much, just a little top up. But we will get it done. I think I'll just turn left just before we get to the harvester, just so we're not getting in the way of the combine. I'll do it now. So I'm hoping we get as close to 80,000 litres as possible off this field. Now if we get a good price for that, that's going to be like 150, 160,000. Should be brilliant. I said, we looked before about production chains for the soybeans, but there's just nothing that's not without spending more money. So we're just going to sell the beans as is once we get a good price, but that will be, ooh, when is it? Like June, July next year. So we do have to hang on to them for a while. But our canola oil will be ready to go next month, is according to the graphs, next month is the best month for the canola oil. So we'll see. We do have a little bit of silage to sell as well. But I'm not too worried because we can already afford a potato planter. We need to buy quite a, I think we need to put seeds in. We will keep potatoes next time instead. I don't know how much. It does go through a lot of seeds that I remember from doing potatoes before. We'll find out. This tractor is definitely better at pulling this than John Deere. Like, not just pulling it because of the weight, but the actual driving of it. It's very all over the place with the John Deere. The turning circle is made even bigger. Try and keep this onto this tractor going forward, I think. Because the other field was a bit of a nightmare with the John Deere. So that is our harvester done. We have completed soybeans. Now I did forget that that end of the field is not the best yield due to the soil type that it has. So we've not got as much, anywhere near as much as I was thinking I was going to get. I think we might get a 60, if that. But still, we'll get good money from it. It'll be another 120-ish thousand hopefully. So nothing to really complain about. What we're going to do is we're going to get harvester off the field. We'll get the truck to store the soybeans in our silo. Then I'm going to get the truck hooked up onto the flatbed, because we have a lot of oil down at the oil plant that we need to pick up, because it's just kind of in the way. Well, it's not in the way, it's basically the pallet loading space is full, and the other stuff I'm kind of going to end up burying myself under pallet. So if we get it picked up, put on the trailer ready to sell already, then it'll save us some pain rather than doing double lifts. We don't need to leave the truck there if we don't want to, so if we need the truck we can bring it back up here. But for now we will just leave it there. I'm just crashing into a bush. So we got 57,793 on that field. Now for soybeans, pretty good still. Obviously would have loved more. Still going to get us a good bit of money. And then we're going to get sunflowers in it next, and potatoes the following year. So we've got the plan all set out for that one. I just don't know what I'm doing after potatoes on the next field, but we have plenty time to sort that out. So now hooked up to the flatbed, we'll get this taken down to the oil plant. We'll check on our workers. That worker seems to be getting on fine. We'll check on the lime worker, make sure that they are getting that field done, and we'll slowly start plodding away with putting these pallets on. Okay, so that's all of the canola oil that I could get. I'll double stacked, and we've got 3 years that for now, but yeah, I'll wait till they're all double stacked again. It just makes it easier, less lifts. So we have a decent amount on here. So these are 3 deep. So you got 6,000 litres just there. And then another 8. Sorry, another 16,000 there. And then 2, 18. 26,000 so far. Probably get another. I think we'll get another 4 there. That's what? 4 by 3. 12, another 24 pallets. And then another 6. Another 30 pallets. Might make it in one trip, we'll see. Okay, now we need to go and check on our workers, because I think the lime is done. Yep, our lime was done. The worker had kindly parked us into some trees. And we'll get this back. So now this field is good to go until, well, good to go when we put sunflowers in. This field is just got not much actually to go in terms of the cultivating. Oh, we put that on very squint. I'll get that brought in 2 seconds. Yeah, there's not much to go in the cultivating. He's got that bit to go in, and there's just a patch at the back. So that'll be done. Now, once the cultivating's done, I think we will rest up till November, which is just tomorrow, and we'll see if we can get some of our oil sold if it's a good price. I'm not sure if it's all going to be processed, because I can't remember how long it takes. We'll check the throughput time. I imagine we'll have most of it. Now if the price is at what it is going to be, well, if the price is what it says it's going to be, potentially it could be, I think it is definitely worth just selling what we have, and then just letting the rest of it get processed at its own speed, and then we can sell it when we need to as well. Okay, we had a little bit of an accident. I tried to back it in using super strength, so just like pushing this in. Now everything's kind of connected. I think what I'm going to do, well, yeah, it's all like, I think I'm just going to leave that mess for now, and we'll deal with it when we need to harvest again. That was my bad. Okay, let's see, how is this person finished? Yes, he will be. Right, we'll get into that John Deere. Doesn't have much to go. Basically, most of the field is done. It's literally this bit and like a little strip to the other side of the lake, but it's not much at all. We get this kind of squared off, and then we can get it all done fairly quickly, I would have thought. This is the last little strip we've got to do for our cultivating. Then we'll get this back to the farm. What I'm going to do is rest until... I'll just rest up till the morning and we'll see what price we are getting for our oil. We'll load up what's there. I don't think it's going to process all. I had a quick look. It looks like we should process about half of it. We should have about 30,000 litres of canola, loosely 30,000 litres left to do. Hopefully the price stays fairly high. I'm not sure where I'm actually going to park this implement. Clean that out in the machine space. Could do with it in another shed in somewhere. Just put it here for now. Okay, we will get rested up. So the price has now changed to being best in December. However, we are higher than what the best is. We're just going to sell it, what we've got. Yes, we've still got about 39,000 left to go through. I have 2 more pallets that will spawn. We'll have 10 pallets to load. We'll get 40,000 sold right now. Let's just get that done. We'll get these all done. So it should be 10, and our 2 should spawn. And then we can get it sold. We're going to do the strap off on the lorry, and you get that done. So that is us all loaded. We had no flying pallet incidents, which is good. One more did spawn. They are a bit skew with at some point, but they're on. So that's 49,000. Let's just check where we're actually selling this. Johnson's Farmers Market, which is the one that we've sold to a few times before. Yep. Go up to the right. I say we do have almost 40,000 litres still to process. That's going to take the rest of November and some of December to get through. We'll just monitor the price and see if we're happy taking what price we are offered at the time. If it's floating around 5,000, we will still take it. Because we do need to, we can afford our planter. It's more like a harvester that we're going to have to. If I had driven past where I was supposed to go, oh no, it's a ski whiff one. We'll go this way though. Yeah, so we can afford the planter. 139,000 I think. Or roughly 130,000. It's just the harvester that we're going to have to save for, but we do have quite a lot to sell still. We've got our soybeans, which should hopefully be another 100 odd thousand. And we still have some silage to sit, which won't be much, but it'll definitely help. And that is 251,000, and then an environmental score of 27. That is a very nice payday. I think we don't have any need for the truck at the moment, I don't think, up at the farm. I might just take this and leave it back down at the oil plant. We will finish up here for this episode. We've got our soybean harvest done, got that field already prepped, and we have our potato field fully prepped, cultivated and limed. And we've also managed to get probably about more than half of our canola oil sold. So next episode we'll get the rest of it sold. We'll see if we can get some silage, the rest of the silage sold and gone. And yeah, hopefully we can get on to planting our potatoes. So thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a like. Also, if you could consider subscribing, that would be a great help to the channel. And we'll see you guys again next week. Goodbye.